our 7th episode of the Who, What, Where, When, and Why podcast. My name is Kathleen Johnson, and I'm the Marketing and Membership Director at The Y, and your host today. Together with my colleague, Jason Eick, our YMCA Health and Wellness Director. Jason, welcome back.
Thanks, Kathleen.
This has become a thing now. You and I are doing this. So pretty soon we'll just be co-hosting together.
I love it.
Just move your title.
I really enjoy these podcasts.
So today's podcast is titled, Why Work? Why Work? I know, you're like, what does that mean? So the subtitle is going to be, Why Working for the Why is Working for a Better Us. Together, we're going to share every way that you can possibly work or volunteer at the Y to make this community stronger for all. So, Jason, we're going to start with your department because you are the Health and Wellness Director. So tell our listeners, what kind of jobs do you have in the Wellness Center?
Well, we have a lot of staff. All the jobs are ridiculously important, and we're proud. I'm proud specifically of each and everybody that's employed under me. We're talking about first personal training. Mm-hmm. That's near and dear to my heart because I was a personal trainer for years and years and years. And
that's a certification.
It is. It's a certification. We accept a number of them, whether it's from ACE, whether it's from NESM, MPTI. That's where I actually went to a school for. It has to be a national personal training credential, certification, diploma, anything like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely willing to hire people without experience that are new to the field. And because that's how you get experience. So
sure.
You're going to get better and you're going to learn while doing. So personal training, we're always looking for energetic, passionate trainers that are excited about bringing a progressive wellness program, progressive workouts that get harder as they go along. Get the job done and get people on their path to health and wellness.
Let's do it.
Wellness attendant. That's a unsung position there. Because everybody thinks, well, at first before COVID, it was just, we're just a professional towel folder. Well, we don't
yes.
we don't have towels anymore.
Don't talk about towels.
I know, right? We don't have towels anymore, and I'm so happy. That's the COVID casualty that I'm very okay with. But the wellness attendant does a ton there. So not only do they clean the equipment, we clean the equipment multiple times every hour. My staff have a schedule that they adhere to, and they initial when the individual pieces of equipment are done, so we can go back and kind of monitor that, and we can show members that. Sometimes members ask to see the frequency when stuff is cleaned. That's all documented. But they do not only that cleanliness and the sanitation, but they also are a greeter for my department. They talk about they talk to the members that come in. Some of them are new, and point them in the right direction. Okay. This is what you want to do. So maybe we point them by a personal trainer, talk to them about our fitness classes, talk to them about different machines and equipment. The wellness attendant performs startup sessions, which we feel are very important to people's path of health and wellness. If somebody comes in new, that wellness attendant is going to put them on machines, let them know and educate them on how the proper to use that equipment so they can get in shape safely. And then they use that as a segue to other parts of the wellness center.
And a lot of times our wellness attendants will become personal trainers because they are, it's happened before. Yep. They've definitely been involved in the guiding of someone, and then they see the personal trainers themselves, and so it's just it's a next natural step.
Well, right, and it's a natural step because the wellness attendant develops personal relationships with the members.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's something that we pride ourselves on at the Y. Fitness instructor, that's another very important.
You and I are both fitness instructors.
Yeah, we're both fitness instructors, have been for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
Silver sneakers instructors, that's actually a certified certificate program. So you have to go and get some training to become a silver sneakers instructor. We offer programming 5 days a week in silver sneakers at the Tusk location in Dover. We also now offer it 2 days a week at a Twin City location as well. Okay. Spinning, the spinning classes, they've become ridiculously popular. We invested in a lot, I believe 17 brand new spin bikes, and our spinning staff is second to none. Very proud of the spinning staff. Yoga, that's something that Kathleen Johnson's very passionate about. She's been a yoga instructor for a long time. We pride ourselves on having excellent yoga instructors. The classes are, we have different classes. We have chair yoga, we have gentle yoga, we have fitness yoga. We have yoga that kind of like scales the gauntlet there. So whatever you want from yoga, whatever you want from that that flexibility training, then we can provide that for
And
you.
those are just a few. I mean,
Sure.
if you look at our fitness schedule, we have tons of different instructors. We have Zumba instructors; those
Sure.
are also certified.
LeBlast with
LeBlast
Chris.
instructors;
Yep.
that's a specialty certification. And so there are some of us that have Group X certifications that kind of take us over a broad scale of different styles of classes. But then we have some that are very specialized in what they do. And so we're always looking for people to bring new programming to the
Absolutely.
YMCA. So if there's a new thing that you've become specialized in that you want to come and start to share with the community, certainly be welcome to have
I'd love
you
to hear
come
from you.
and come. So if you're interested in health and wellness, you'll want to get a hold of Jason. And all of our emails are tuscymca.org, and you just put our first name in front of that. So you can contact Jason at tuscymca.org. And you can also go to our website and fill out an application and send that directly to Jason if you would like through email.
Yeah,
So we'd certainly
absolutely.
welcome you to do that.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about a couple of other departments too. Actually, we're going to cover them all.
Yep,
So
cover them all.
I'm going to talk to Jason. He's going to be the wealth of knowledge for you about aquatics.
Well, in aquatics, it's aquatics a little bit different because these occupations and these jobs, they're skilled. Like a lifeguard, first and foremost, there's extensive training because obviously you have the safety and the well-being of the members and the staff that are in the pool.
But guess what? We actually do that training at the Y.
We actually do the training at the Y.
Yes.
Stacy Harlan's our aquatic director. She's second to none. She's fantastic.
She trains a lot of the lifeguards in the county.
Yeah, it did not just go for us too. That's one thing that I am super excited about too. Like she trains people that work at the water park and everywhere.
Yeah,
like they all come to Stacy.
At the lakes.
Yep, at the lakes, that kind of stuff. So
Yep.
our lifeguards are fantastic. We put a lot into that. Swim instructor, the same thing. So a lot of people, they come to the Y to learn how to swim. It's been like that since as long as I can remember. I mean, last year was our 100th anniversary, so pretty much, do the math on that. Long time.
Long time.
Our swim instructors are very important in developing that instrumental, that life skill. I know we stress that a lot. Swimming's a life skill. Like if you don't know how to swim and you get in a life and death situation, that's going to be, not only is it recreational and fun, it's something that you may have to learn how to do to be a proficient at to survive. So we provide that. Our swim instructors provide a fun, safe, informative class that really get you through those levels of progression, and you're going to be confident in your skills, and you're going to be able to move forward confidently.
And for those of you that are listening or watching us, you can see Stacy Harlan. She's also on our first episode with Jason.
Yep.
And then a couple episodes later, you'll see her again where we talk straight aquatics the entire time.
I believe those videos are available on our virtual Y as well, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And on our YouTube page.
Yep, on our YouTube page. Swim team coach, our swim teams, I know Dover and New Philadelphia both have their swim practices at our pool. And we also have the Silver Streaks, which is our own swim team. And so it's
Well, shout out to Coach Brenda
Coach
Worley
Brenda Worley,
for all her and Emily Lane and all their hard work.
A bunch of accolades, and it's well deserved. That's a well-oiled machine at this point. They do a great job. They've had generations of people, and sometimes they go through it, and then they come back years later with their children, and then they help coach, or at least help the program in a bunch of other ways. So it's a great program.
And then aquatics has their own fitness.
They do. Yeah. The Glide Fit, the Aqua Aerobics, and the Twinges, all of this, they're all very popular programming. Glide Fit is especially entertaining to me because I kind of go in, I look through when I'm director on duty, and I see them all on the boards. And the Stacy staff, they want me so bad to get in there because they just want to see the big bearded muscle guy fall in the water repeatedly. And I would. I think I would. But they offered to give me a personal Glide Fit training session, and I have yet to accept, and I'm pretty sure they better not hold their breath on that, but I
think we're getting that on film.
yeah, I know everybody wants to. They want to get it on film, and it'd be must-see TV. But Glide Fit is on like a board. It's so cool. And the amount of core strength that you're going to activate and that you're going to working on that, it's fantastic. It isn't, just because it's in the water, it's not easy. They put a lot into it. The aqua aerobics is the same, and they have different levels. There's harder aqua aerobics, and there's a little bit that's a little bit like almost like an entry level. So we have different levels for you that's going to grow as your fitness increases in the water. Twinges, I don't know a ton about that. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is that a little bit older adults?
So Twinges is a range of motion
Okay.
program that's located in our small pool. For a lot of the ones that have been with us for a long time, they would call that the Twinges and Hinges class.
Okay.
But it is based in the small pool for people who suffer with arthritis. It's a really great program for them. Gives them full range of motion in those joints so that they can be active the rest of their day. So
I'm really glad.
absolutely.
I should have just let you talk about that, because obviously I have absolutely no idea what Twinges does.
It's going to make you read the program guide.
Yeah, I know, right? I was pretty good on the other two.
Yeah, you did really good.
For someone who has not been in the
impressed.
pool for too long, I need to get back in there.
And I didn't list one for you. It's called AquaFit. That's also in the small pool. And so all of those classes have instructors that we train and get them into that type of community, in that type of exercise program, so that they can help others succeed in their day. And water fitness is one of those things that is one of those secrets that you feel like you can't get in the water and do those types of exercises until you're older. But I will tell you that the instructors that start young and go into those classes are thinking, why didn't I do this a long time ago?
Oh, it's zero impact.
So,
it's a totally different game
so
than
nice.
on land. I have a lot of people that come to my classes that do both. So they're coming to my land classes on Monday and Wednesday, and they do the aqua stuff on Tuesday and Thursday. And it's awesome. So
to get into our aquatics department and become part of that aquatic staff, you're going to actually contact Stacy at tuscymca.org and or get into one of those lifeguarding classes. We do a lot of hiring from those classes. We try to select the best, those top students in lifeguarding. We want them to become part of the YMCA. We want them to be part of our group, definitely. But every lifeguard gets a great education from Stacy. And so we highly recommend, if you are interested in water and working with people in the water. I've been trying to gear Jason's group into having personal training in the water as well. And so I'll still keep pushing for that. So if you are like a personal trainer that really loves the water, let us know.
Because it will not be Jason performing.
Because it's not Jason. So let's move on to child care.
Sure.
And your family has used our child care program. And so you'll know a lot about
absolutely. I can talk
jobs.
pretty educated. I could talk.
You can be smart about this.
Yeah, smart. I can't speak, but I can talk about this. So we have the child care. So the child care, it's as simple as that. The child care, you could use it while you're taking classes. You can use it while you're in programming. Your other children are
That's Child Watch.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was okay.
You go to the next page. That's Child Watch.
Sorry.
So that's the last one. Child Watch Associate would be that's our babysitting, where you would use that program when you're exercising, letting your kids come and play in our Child Watch area. And so that we have Child Watch Associates in there. We have 2 at a time that are watching the kids. And so super excited about that. Such a great group of people to work with. But there's the rest of the list.
Okay, I see. Because of the child, I see. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That got
Reed, Jason Reed. Okay, so camp counselor. We have a lot of specialty camps in the summer.
Yes.
Butterfly camp. What are some of the other ones that we got going on?
So Butterfly Camp is our camp for special needs. Our preschool camp is called Kitty Camp.
Awesome.
Those 2 camps are only 1 week a month during the summer. But then our full summer-long camp is called Day Camp, and that is the one for school-age children.
Yeah, that's pretty popular.
So we need counselors in all of those programs throughout the years.
Yeah, and after-school associates, too. So that's part of that childcare, too. And then they actually go with vans, and they pick them up. They have drivers that pick them up from the schools.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's so easy. It makes it so great for parents that are working. So then that's a place so that they come here after school, so they don't have to completely rearrange their schedule to pick their child up from school. Preschool teacher, our preschool programming is awesome. Jade, our child care director, has done a fantastic job of really increasing that program and really branching it out.
Yeah, and you can see the spirit of those 2 individuals that taught this year on a previous podcast as well. And they'll be back with me next month as well. And we're going to do a graduation of the preschool.
Yeah, I talked to them last night.
About that.
And our last episode, I talked about going in Wednesday night when they had the art show for all of the preschool kids. And all the preschool instructors were in there. And you could just see the passion. You can see that they care. And it's pretty... That's what you want. You want your kids to be taught by somebody who's passionate about education and passionate about learning. So, and not only the regular teachers, we also have preschool teachers aid. So there's people that are, that are in the classroom that are assisting the teachers, that are helping improve the programming, that are helping improve the curriculum. So that's a very important role as well. And they're going to build, just like the teachers, they're going to build that relationship with your child. And that's going to make them want to come to school. That's going to make them be excited about learning. And there's no downside there. So that's something that's very important. And we just talked about the Child Watch Associate, but Child Watch, basically, it's all over the building. So people that use the pool use Child Watch, people that use my wellness center, youth and adult sports. So
I think in one of the Family of the Year videos that we did, the Moreland family, Molly Stevenson, right? It talks about Child Watch being a saving grace for her.
Awesome.
I would definitely take a look at some of those award winners over the years. They'll talk to you about some of those other programs
Absolutely.
too. But just making a difference.
Yeah, that's what we do here. There is no small job at the YMCA.
Oh, no.
Even the people that clean our facility, that provides us with a facility that's clean and safe and sanitized so you can come in. So there is no unimportant job. Everything here.
Our cleaning staff is actually part of our staff and an extremely important part of our staff. And we do have daily cleaners that are in there during the day. We have a company that comes in at night, but we do have, long ago we had nighttime cleaning that was also part of
which
our staff.
I actually started. My first job in the building was in the nighttime cleaning. So, absolutely. There's no job that's too small. Moving on to gymnastics, which is a program in a department that has grown exponentially over the last couple months. We have an awesome individual in there named Rachel who's really grown the team. And then we have a bunch of instructors and coaches that have really increased the quality, I think, of not only the classes, but the team as well. And
big shout out to Nancy Smith, who's been with us for so long and has really taken a leading role in the progressive instructors, getting them ready to teach the younger kids.
So we talked about the preschool instructors and my staff, all of us. Nancy's passion is impressive because she doesn't necessarily have to do this. She retired as a teacher, I believe, at Dover, teaching math, I believe. So she easily could just be traveling, but she doesn't want that. Where she's happiest is helping shape these young gymnasts. And they're very appreciative of that, and we're very lucky to have her.
Yeah, so for gymnastics, if you want to contact us about that, that would be Rachel at tuscymca.org. Or if we back it up for childcare, that would be Jade at tuscymca.org. And you would see Jade on one of our podcasts as well. I believe it was podcast 2 where we introduced the rest of the team.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so excited about this.
You are very excited. You're running through them.
I'm running through them.
Okay, so youth sports.
Youth sports. We have a great youth sports coordinator named Bob. Bob's done an awesome job. I think he's really, it's a challenge. That program and that department, it's kind of been hit from COVID. So that it's going to take a while for that, but Bob has done a great job. What I'm impressed about is dodgeball. He brought dodgeball in. Yeah. And the times that I've worked, that I've had a duty day on Saturday, and I've kind of poked my head in, and the kids are super excited about these dodgeball like games.
I know the after school kids at Twin City love to play dodgeball.
Yeah.
Like,
and we try to make it safe.
Can we play dodgeball?
Yeah, because they just want to hit people in the head. No. That's how I would do it. But no, the dodgeball's awesome. Like, it really gets people fun, and you're going to burn some calories playing that sport, let me tell you. And it's super fun. It's a great way to build team building. It's a great way to release stress.
Yeah, so funny story about dodgeball, and your wife probably may remember this, but we as staff, we like to have fun together. And years ago, when Mark was wellness director, the day camp counselors decided that they wanted to do a challenge against the YMCA directors and play dodgeball. And so the camp kids were all on the bleachers with signs, for their favorite counselor, like rooting them on. We did terrible. The directors did. And I think 3 of us got hurt.
Oh my gosh.
And so our executive director at the time, Keith, had said, no more of that, because it took out including the wellness director. He had this huge bruise up the back. Awesome. He was out for 2 days.
That's awesome.
So it's super fun, but we do try to have fun. And in youth sports, we're looking for obviously some people to assist the coordinator of that program. But then we also need coaches and referees.
Yeah, our youth sports is made up, and I have a little bit of knowledge about this because my wife was the sports director many years back. and she's very passionate about that. We don't have the coaches per se that we rely on volunteers. And
Sure.
So we ask that we have parent coaches. So if you want to be directly involved in your son or daughter learning the fundamentals and the basics of games like t-ball, basketball, soccer, football, flag football, that it'd be a great opportunity for you to come in and help. Referees, obviously, also we have to have volunteer referees. So we usually ask the parents to do that to keep. We don't keep score in the YMCA leagues, but we do have the clock running, and we also want to make sure that the games are played fairly and safely. So that's another opportunity for you to volunteer and give back.
So this one's a little bit more difficult for you because our official name of our youth sports coordinator is Robert Fair, but we call him Bob. But you do email him at robert@tuscymca.org. So that one's a little tricky.
Glad you said that.
Little tricky.
Moving on to the maintenance, we talked about that a little bit ago. They're very important to our YMCA, and we love our maintenance staff. Cleaning associate, that's a job that's available. And that could be earlier in the day, that could be in the evening, that could be on the weekends. So there's a lot of variety there. So a lot of times people use this as a supplement to another job. So they pick it up as kind of like a second job because we're very flexible and we have no problem working around other people's job schedules with their other jobs. Right. So you would contact Bruce then, I would imagine, right?
Bruce. And then the one that's near and dear to my heart was just membership, and I'll go ahead and take care of that one for us.
Thanks.
We have member center associates and member greeters in that front line department, that front desk department. And so if you're interested in a job at the YMCA working member services, where you would gain a ton of knowledge about the YMCA in every department we've just talked about, but also be on our frontline staff, our welcoming staff, answering our phones, putting people in programs, getting to know our members. That's a great way to be part of the community. You would contact myself, Kathleen, at tuscymca.org. So those are all the jobs that you can have. I want to give you a little bit of details about the Y now that kind of tell you some interesting facts or some things that maybe you didn't know. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are very mission-minded. So we are structured, our hierarchy is structured that we have these part-time staff, and then we have some full-time staff that are usually directors or full-time program staff in their area. And then above that is our CEO. And then above our CEO, because we're a nonprofit organization, we have a board of directors and a board of trustees. Our board of trustees handles our funding and money and keeps us good stewards of all of that. And then our board of directors helps us with programming and facility direction on where we're going to be headed, how we're going to do that, structuring our program so that we meet our mission. And so that's kind of the hierarchy and how that goes. And we are built on part-time volunteers. And so what we want to do is kind of highlight for you a list of people that work for us that you will also see in the community. And when I was putting together this list, and I'm sure I will apologize right now, I'll probably have forgotten someone. But as I was putting together this list, I just absolutely love it because I was a stay-home mom when I came to the Y, and I had been a fitness instructor since I was 18. And when I got to this community, I thought, well, I can continue that. That's another one of those things where you can be a fitness instructor for a really long time. There's such a variety of classes that you can teach, and so I've had that option. But I also kept that job once I got further and further into the Y. And I'm a full-time employee with the YMCA in membership and marketing, but I still teach classes. And so we love to say that, people advance in the Y, they get to different places in the Y, but also sometimes they get to different places elsewhere, and they keep their part-time position at the Y as well, because it comes with great benefits. You get a YMCA membership. If you upgrade your membership to a family membership, you're going to get 50% off of your programming for anything that's in gymnastics or swimming or fitness. And if you use childcare, you're going to get 30% off. So there's a lot of advantages to having a family member or being part of the why and being on our an employee and part of our staff. But so I want to just do some shout outs to some of the companies that are that also have our amazing staff as employees. And so I'll let you kind of go down through that.
Sure.
So I'm not giving last names, but I'm just
awesome. So we're going down. We're starting out with fitness instructor Jen. She's an Edward D. Jones professional.
Yeah.
Fitness instructor Jen D. Works at the Tusk County Health Department. Yeah. Nicole works at the Tuscarawas Ambulatory Surgery Center. Hopefully I pronounced that right.
Yes, she's a high tech.
High tech. Our another fitness instructor, Michelle, is Dr. Michelle Levitt. She's well known in the community. She's a pediatrician, and she still practices, I believe, and she just really makes a commitment to health and wellness in the community, specifically with young people.
Yeah, absolutely. Look her up on Facebook.
Yeah, which is fantastic. We're very proud of Michelle. Mm-hmm. We just absolutely adore her, like we adore all of our staff. Yeah. Aubrey is a yoga instructor for us, and she actually is the graphic arts instructor at Buckeye Joint Vocational School. Very close friend of mine, Aubrey is, and also another friend of mine, Shauna Angel. I did last names. Shawn is a personal trainer for us and fitness instructor. Shauna and her husband co-own and manage Angel Family Farms, and they do an awesome job. In fact, I get my own chicken from them, among other things. They do an awesome job.
They also were Family of the Year, so if you want to see their video, check out our Facebook page. They were Family of the Year for 2020.
Yeah, they're fantastic people. Nadine is one of our member service center associates. She actually works at Signs to Go, and she helps us get signage for a lot of our events. We use them.
Absolutely
they make a great
appreciate
product.
them.
That's a local business too. So and all of this stuff, it's all local. So you want to kind of help work for that local. Kristen is a member service center associate as well. She actually works for Children's Hospital. And then Laura is another one of our personal trainers. She actually is involved in the Tusk Senior Center as a fitness. I believe it's a coordinator.
Yeah, I believe so.
She's actually designing a lot of the programs with that population, and she does a fantastic
super excited for
job.
Her. That was new.
She's very, 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 very good at that. Mm-hmm. I got the wrong paper. I'm get the pattern. I'm very close with a lot of our staff. Another wellness attendant and Silver Seekers instructor, Claire. She's actually the executive director to Tusk Philharmonic. So. Yeah, we're very proud of her.
She's new to the community too, so get to know Claire. She's super.
She's jumped in. She's super. She's full of energy. She's very vibrant. She's just. She's awesome. Carla, who just started with us, but I've actually known Carla for a long time. She was actually a client of mine back in the day. She's now a member service center greeter. She has worked for Kent State University for 26 years, I believe. I just talked to her about this 2 days ago. 26 years. If I misquoted the year, Carla, I'm sorry, but I know it was quite a long time, and she does a fantastic job. Like I've been told that she keeps the place together, so I don't know how true that is. I'm sure it is.
Well, I believe it.
Carla's fantastic. She's very, very meticulous. Katie, she's a lifeguard. Katie's awesome, even though she keeps telling me she's going to come into my class. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's another Katie. I got it mixed up.
It might be.
Yeah. No. She keeps telling me she's going to come into my shred classes. She never shows up, so I'm guilting her there. But she's at Off the Wall Ministries.
Yeah, so she's part of the Off the Wall Ministries group. Again, another group that you can take a look at and see all the great things that they're doing in our community.
They do a great job in the community. Yep. Awesome job. Carol is a member service center associate as well, and she's a church secretary. Carol actually made some awesome little almost like I don't even know how to crochet. Little needlepoint stuff, and I bought
seriously small needlepoint.
Fantastic! I bought a bunch of them, and my kids absolutely love them. We can't wait to hang them on the tree this Christmas. Yeah, and another buddy of mine, Omar. Got to talk about Omar. Omar's a lifeguard. He's a personal trainer. He's a wellness associate. He's a fitness instructor. Omar is a jack of all trades. Omar is actually a professional musician. He's a fantastic guitar player. Me and a bunch of my friends, a lot of whom we've already talked about here, went and saw him last weekend in a band that he plays in. He's a fantastic musician.
Just super cool.
Very, very talented. Yeah. Rachel is another fitness instructor of ours. She's a nail technician at Nothing But Nails. Karen is a spin instructor of ours. She's actually a physical therapist at an assistant in Union Hospital. Kelly She's a fitness instructor as well. She's a school teacher, as is Terry. She's another fitness instructor. She's a school teacher as well. Sarah, who's a spin instructor, also a client of mine, a very, very close friend. She actually works at M&M Market. M&M Market has been gracious enough in the past to help us and as a sponsor for Turkey Trot, providing us with bags. And it's a great local business, provides a lot of great quality food. And Bob, who's our sports coordinator, we just talked about Bob. Actually, Bob works at the Tuscarawas County Courthouse. I believe, isn't he a probation officer?
I don't know.
I believe.
Sorry, Bob.
I believe he's a probation officer. I'm pretty sure.
He's important.
He's important there. He does a great job. And if you see Bob, you would see, okay, that fits because but he does a great job in the community, and we're very thankful with him and all these guys. They
last but not least are the two personal trainers that have been with us for a pretty long time.
Yes.
And so Dana, who is a business owner, or we would call Crystal Executive at Isogenics. So that's a supplement
product line. And so she just does health and wellness for a living. And
it's a life thing for her.
It's a life thing for her.
Yeah,
She's very inspiring. We're happy to have her. We're blessed to have her on staff. And Angela has been with us for a long time. Angela actually works for Provia. As addition to still being a personal trainer for us. And she's been able to continue that. Like she works full time at Provia and she still trains. Right. And she gets in most of her clients. She comes in on a Saturday, comes in super early and knocks that out over the course of like 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
That just shows you the commitment that she has to those clients that she's had. Some of them she's had for 10 years. So, or plus more probably, but we're very proud of those
and
guys.
I again will say, I'm sure I've missed somebody on this list.
We apologize if we did.
But we wanted to share that list with you because we just wanted you to see that there are people out there in their community that are doing other jobs that are also connected with us. And that's how we create this great variety at the Y. That's how we are as successful as we are, is by having these really great employees with a vast amount of knowledge coming across the board, but doing some kind of something a little different as a part-time career with the YMCA, and longevity, I would say, at the YMCA is pretty impressive. Especially, I know Nadine has been with the Y for a very long time. We've talked to Nicole; she's really been there. Dana, Angela, yourself. And
you.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of longevity. It's a great place to work, and we hope that you will consider it as a possible employment place for you. So if you're looking again for information about the Y, TUSCYMCA.org, you can go to our About Us column and go down to employment. It'll list the application. You can fill it out, and then you can email it to any of the ones specific for a department that you would like to work at. Or you can email it to myself or Jason, and we'll make sure that it gets to the right place. Yep. So if you want to learn more, please go ahead and email or contact any of us, and we will definitely talk to you about what we have open, or at least put you on that list of getting you as becoming part of our YMCA family. We'd also love our listeners to send in some information for our next podcast in May called Q&A with J and K. So email Jason at TUSCYMCA.org. Any questions that you would like us to answer during our next podcast. We're super excited about doing that. We also want to do a huge shout out, and I should have done this on my last podcast as well. So just replay this part of the video so that you do hear this. We want to really give a huge thank you to our podcast organizer, Josh, who is doing a great job for us. Josh is also, thanks, Josh. Josh is also part of our marketing team at the YMCA. I am the marketing director, but I have a committee of people that I take advice from, and Josh is on that committee, and we're super excited about that. So we want to thank him and Get Level Podcast for doing all of this for us and getting our information out to people. So once again, Jason, thanks so much for being here, being my partner in crime. We'll be back with you again next month, as well as bringing in our preschool teachers once again to give them a nice shout out and end to the year of the graduation for preschool. Do I get to be here for that one this time? If you would like to be, absolutely. I would like to. That'd be awesome. You might scare the little girl they bring. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. I don't know. No, she's pretty crafty, that little girl. She's the same one as coming back, and
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually would probably sit in the wings and let you host that one because she's pretty funny. But today, just make sure that you make it a great day. From all of us at the Y, stay healthy, stay safe, and see you at the Y.
Thanks, guys.